What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Tech Solutions. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. So I just wanted to quickly make a video. This is my third time filming it, so hopefully this one can come out good. But I wanted to make a video that somewhat covers not only the good parts of starting your business or investing in a series of markets, but also talking about the drawbacks or something that you really experience in the very beginning, and that's all the series of mistakes. So I'm going to make or talk about the three biggest mistakes that I've made in my career as an investor and as an entrepreneur. This is just with my experience, and these are not the only mistakes that you can make. So I just want to make sure that you understand that. I'm 22 years old, and I own and run a series of businesses and investment properties that I own myself, and it has led me to, by age 22, to make well over six figures. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. One of the biggest, I think, things that I get asked, especially on my Instagram account, is like, hey, what market should I invest in? Is it a profitable market, or what business should I start? I want to let you guys know that I'm never going to have your answer for you. I'm not one that can decide. We're all wired differently. I'm not one that can decide, what market you should invest in, because I don't know you personally. Even if I do know you, I can't decide what market you should start in. I can tell you with my honest opinion that the markets that I've seen the most success in is because I'm passionate about it, and with that passion has drawn creativity, and just like that, I've been able to exponentially grow and excel in these markets. And it's because I'm passionate and driven by my passion and not just the monetary reward. So instead of you asking yourself, hey Mark, what's the most profitable market that I can invest in? I worked 15 to 18 hours. If I was driven by the monetary reward, I would have not wanted to do this, since age 14, because I've been doing this nonstop, right? With that being said, I didn't start, experience any form of success until really like 18 to 19. So with that being said, all those years I was driven by my passion, and that's what has led to my success. You can, kind of reference kind of really crazy stories, right? People that are multi-billionaires, and you can hear that they had these crazy ideas, and no one really believed them. They were, but they were driven by their passion, and that's what led to their success. They came up or they found this small niche that they could provide a solution for others. And that's what I ask you. What can you provide, or what solution or service or product can you provide for others that can only be found, or is only found currently with what it is that you can do? So that's one of my biggest suggestions, and one of my biggest, I think, mistakes that I made when I first started was I was first too focused on, hey, how can I make the most money? And then when I really started to experience a quick form of success was when I was driven by my passion. It wasn't even quick, it just felt quick because I was so into the game of making this all a reality. So that would be my first tip. Just make sure that whatever business, market, or service you choose to invest in, that you're driven about, and not just about the monetary aspect. If it's there, then great. One of the second things that I can suggest, and I can't stress this enough, is when you're starting your business, whoever it is that you choose to partner up with, make sure that there is some form of limitation or understanding of what can or cannot be done. This has happened with some of my businesses that I've created, as well as some of the partnerships that I have established. It's very common for people to not speak out what it is that they are thinking, or what can happen in the business world, but because they keep their mouth shut, and because they don't want to make it uncomfortable in that scenario, if someone ends up stabbing you in the back, or someone ends up taking your idea, or taking advantage of you, and that limitation was not set in the very beginning, then it's very hard to pursue that even legally after the case. So with that being said, if you are starting any business where you're choosing to partner up with, even in the smallest scale, regardless of what the case may be, if this small idea can come up and create a huge opportunity, if a partner that is not limited in any way can kick you out of the game and do their own thing, then just know some people are out there, and I've worked with a number of them, and it's very unfortunate to see that people just, when they see any form of opportunity, just because of how they were raised, or how where they come from, they choose to take it regardless of how it is that it makes you feel, or what it is that you created for them. And that's just the market, that the business world is. So with that being said, just make sure that you do your best to be the best person that you can be, and that you work with others that share and resemble the same type of qualities. It's very unfortunate that people put these, kind of just mask of who it is that they are, and they have this grand scheme in the very back of what it is that they really want to do. People will always try to take advantage of you. Just make sure that you have the set limitations to restrict that, and that you're protected in every form that you can think of, worst case scenario. Now the last thing that I think has been one of my biggest mistakes when it comes down to any form of success is, and this might sound very corny, but it comes down to being able to relate to other people. And I don't mean that in any salty way. I mean that because I find it very difficult for myself that when I do experience any type of hardship or any type of drawbacks with any business that I'm creating, or what it is that I'm doing, it's very difficult for me to find other individuals that share, the same form of success, that can actually relate to me and assist me in this hardship. One of my biggest motivators and one of my biggest kind of supporters has to be my father. My father is one that's very experienced, with kind of like life. So with that being said, he's kind of one that I go to. Even when I don't go to him, he does an amazing job calling me on a daily or, other day basis. And he's an amazing person that I have in my life that tries to guide me in the right direction as much as possible. So with everything it is that I've achieved, he's not experienced at all with technology. He does not understand what my group is or what a series of the businesses that I have and how it is that we're profitable and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he doesn't need to. He's just so well versed in, I think, just life, that being able to surround yourself with people that are knowledgeable and that might have a leg up or more experience in life than you have, regardless of their experience in that specific niche or market. It would be ideal if they are experienced in that market, but if they're not, just get someone or stay connected with someone that is more experienced than you are in life, and as well as the market that you're choosing to devote your life to, because it can be very useful. I've had times that as of right now, I'm experiencing a lot of drawbacks in my current state, and it's just all part of the game. We experience drawbacks on a day-to-day basis, and that's the part of being a business owner, of being an entrepreneur, being an investor. But it's those that don't give up that I think really end up making it big, right? So that's what I hope and wish for every single one of you. And I hope that my networking platform, TechButt Solutions, you can find individuals that can also fulfill that role of being able to surround yourself with, like-minded and motivated individuals that can guide you in the right direction. And that's why I created this group, because I found so much value in that service and simply trying to help and encourage one another. A lot of people don't see value in it because we don't tell you exactly what to do, and we never will. I'm here to provide a platform that is non-manipulative and that really just tries to guide people in the right direction, and a support group, if in small words, but we're very, I think, knowledgeable in the different markets that we excel in, and we have so many people and investors and entrepreneurs in our group. We can be a much more effective and efficient group altogether because of when we do come together, and I've experienced it on a first-hand basis. It feels like we're unstoppable when we work together as a team. I think that's one of the most amazing experiences that I've yet to experience with a large group of people, is when we work together, things really do feel like, they run very smoothly, and really the sky's the limit. I can't say thank you enough for all the motivation and the drive that each and every single one of you gives me. I'm 22 years old, and I've experienced more success in my life than I thought I would ever, right? And it's because of the motivation and the drive that each one of you gives me. I was experiencing some form of hardship, last month because of just some bad news that I, experienced. And I started making videos about buying and reselling a little bit more actively. And I asked you guys, do you guys want me to make more videos about that? And, in the monetary aspect of what it is that I've created now, it led me to experience one of my most successful months in buying and reselling, vehicles and motorcycles. I'm up nearly $30,000 on the month, I believe $24,000 exactly. And that's just with a side hobby. And now we're establishing a dealership as just a side business, and that's a huge, I think, accomplishment for a lot of people, and it is a huge accomplishment for myself, but it's only another step that we are going to take to continue moving forward. And I want to let you guys know that if it's possible for myself, regardless of what the case may be, it's possible for you. It's very difficult in the very beginning, but it's those that don't give up and those that continue to work as hard as they can in what they're passionate about, with proper structure and surrounding yourself with motivated individuals, that I think truly experience this form of success. And I wish and hope that each and every one of you get to experience this in any form that you want to. If it comes down to spending more time with your family, if it comes down to being able to, go on vacations or buy whatever it is that you want to buy. set up a plan, how it is that you're going to get there, formulate a business plan, structure it, and stay consistent, stay disciplined. And regardless of what others say or regardless of what others do, they're always going to try to bring you down. And it really comes down to you as the investor to never give up. And regardless of how crazy they think that your idea is, it comes down to you to making it all happen, right? Because I think, at the very end of the day, it's if you're happy and you're happy with everything it is that you're doing, then that's truly what matters. But I agree, yes, it is very difficult along the way to be able to overcome those hesitations. But that's why a success is so rare, because there's very few that can overcome those kind of bumps in the road. So thank you guys again for everything that you guys have done for me, and I hope that I can assist you in the same way. Again, all the links are down below if you guys want to stay connected. The second link is the free networking group of over 58,000 members, and that's how you stay connected. The first link is if you want to be a part of my lesson library. I mentor you on a one-on-one basis, mainly for investing in the stock market, but as well as buying and reselling cars, and the series of investment properties that I own and how you can buy your first one as well. So thank you guys for your time. All the links are down in the description if you guys want to stay connected. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams, let your passion be what drives in your success. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.
I'm at my prime. Yeah. I'm at my prime. Whoa. Have I gone too far? Do you detect something different? If you look